guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought that since we are already well into October, we might as well go ahead and do our September favorites. So let's go ahead and get right in on that, huh? Okay, so first up is the InstaNatural Eyelash Enhancing Serum. And that is this stuff here. Now, this is supposed to be for the eyebrows and the eyelashes. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to add thickness and length. I didn't put this in my eyebrows. I have plenty of thickness on my eyebrows. I don't want them to be any thicker than they already are. However, as a lot of you guys know, I do have a little bit of sparsity in the eyelashes. I have eyelashes, they're there. The length is fine for me, but they're a little sparse. So I went ahead and got this stuff and tried it out. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This has not done anything for lengthening or thickening my eyelashes. I'll be completely upfront with you and honest about that. It did not do that for me. What it did do, however, is when I started putting this stuff on, you have to put it on twice a day, and I've been almost religious about that. But when you put this on twice a day, for me, it has actually eliminated the falling lashes. I seem to have an issue with lashes just dropping out randomly, and they're always all over my face, in my eyes, you name it. But since I started using this stuff, I haven't had as many of my lashes falling out. So for that reason alone, I think this stuff is worth it, and I'm going to keep on using it, and it is definitely one of my monthly favorites. Now, my next monthly favorite is a little bit strange, but there's always one, right? Yes, it is the Gold Bond Spray-On Powder. Let me explain to you why I like this stuff so much. This is almost empty. Sounds like I have another trip to Walmart coming. But the reason I like this stuff so much is that unlike the regular loose powders that you usually put on, I like to use this around the bra line, especially during the summertime, which we're starting to transition out of summer and we're actually getting decent temperatures. But I'm still going to keep on using this for a while. The reason I prefer this to the loose powder is when you put the loose powder on, it kind of clumps up in your bra kind of thing. This stuff doesn't. You spray it on, it actually kind of sticks. Comes out with a little bit of a velocity. If you are powder sensitive, this is not the best stuff in the world to use because it will get all up in your face. There'll be a little bit of a mist in the air, but it is not messy at all, and it actually sticks. So I really love this stuff. Now, my next monthly favorite is actually the foundation I'm wearing right now, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. And this is the one, I don't know if I did this in a favorites video already or not, but it is the one with this little pad here. I don't use that. I haven't found that to be really useful. It makes it a little bit easier to apply the makeup on, or at least get it on your face without putting an excessive amount on and without having to get it all over your hands. It is a sheer coverage, so it's not going to be like the full coverage that a lot of people seem to like to use. However, I prefer my foundation to be sheer coverage. Let me explain why. The only reason I like it to be sheer coverage is because it basically eliminates the need to do the contouring and all. I don't always feel like doing the contouring. I didn't do any contouring today. I have no blush on, I have no bronzer, I have no contour shade on. I do have a little bit of highlighter on, but I don't have any kind of contouring on. This covers up when my face is bright red, but allows a little bit of it to come through so that I have that natural color, I have natural shadows on my face, and I kind of like that because it just... Sometimes I don't feel like contouring, but I find myself using this stuff more and more. Most of the videos that I have done on here where I've had my full makeup on, this is the foundation I've been using. I really, really love this stuff. It stays really, really well. It's really light on the skin, really easy to apply. I just put it on with my fingers. I don't even use my little beauty blender-esque doohickeys. I don't even use them to put it on. Just use the fingers, put it in. I'm good to go. On with life. Okay, so I do have another monthly favorite that's a little bit strange, and I just got these. I have a weird explanation for these. I both love and hate this next product. These are from Butter London. They are the On the Glow pen, and I have two of them. I've got, this one is rose gold, and the other one is moonstone. So this one is kind of a pinky, and this one is sort of a white. And they're a really nice highlight. I've actually got this highlight on right now, and I have it on my forehead, down my nose, on the cupid's bow, on the chin, and a little bit on the cheeks. This stuff is so pigmented. It is so easy to use. It is so fast. It blends out so well. It is wonderful. I love this highlighter. And it is very pigmented, and it is very sparkly without being over the top. Because you guys know I don't like my highlighters to be over the top. And these two are not. I don't know which one is my favorite, but they're not over the top. They're not crazy. However, Butter London stuff is very expensive. I love Butter London's makeup. I love it. I have several other different stuff, but I usually get the stuff on sale. But I managed to stumble on this in Ulta the other day, and I had to have them, and I shouldn't have bought them, but I did anyway. I want to say they were $12.99 a piece. But the amount that you get in them is 0.5 grams or 0.01 ounces. Literally, you see this little cap up here? Yep. That's it. Okay, my next favorite is also from Butter London. I want to say they call this an eye gloss. And I don't know right off the top of my head what shade this is. Is it on here? Oh, it's... Okay, it is on here. It's Frosted. This is called Frosted, and it's in this nice little pot here. And I just thought that this was unusual. Now, I do have this on my eyelids today. It's the more sparkly color. It's like a goo. Okay. And let me swatch that for you. You literally put it on your finger and just rub it on your eye. And I think it is just, it's mind-blowing. As far as I'm concerned, this is an absolutely mind-blowing color. It's very easy to mess it up when you're putting it on your eyes. However, it dries. Okay, when you put this stuff on, it actually dries in place. And it's not going anywhere. It just doesn't move. It gives a nice little glow, as you can kind of see. Hang on a second. This is the result. I'm not sure how I feel about my eye makeup today. I didn't do the greatest job, but I tried. But that's what it looks like on the lids. It goes on very easily. You just use your fingertip. You put it on. Now, I did make a little bit of a mistake. I went way too high on this side. I always screw up my left eye. I don't know why. But I always screw up the left eye, and I screwed it up again, so I got it all up in here. Now, the way I solved the problem was I used, what was it? It was Urban Decay's Laced, is what it was. It was in one of the Vice palettes. And I used Urban Decay's Laced, and I put it across the top of it and blended it up into my skin, and it seems to have at least somewhat solved the problem. So that's what it ended up looking like, and I really like it. It doesn't do it justice on camera. It's actually quite pigmented. I don't know. I just really dig this. I'm really, really digging it. I think it looks really good. You put it on, you let it dry, and then you can do the rest of your makeup kind of around it. Now, it's not going to be good if you're trying to blend. If you're looking for something that's going to blend in, unless you're super fast, this isn't going to be blendable. You put it on, it dries in place. It's not heavy. It's very light. There's no grit to it. It is a little tacky when you first put it on, but like I said, it dries really quickly. And then you end up with a nice sparkly color that really does not go anywhere. I mean, that's just, as far as I'm concerned, that is absolutely just wonderful. So I put that on. What I did with this was I put that on my eyes, and then I have actually sparkly black that I put just in the corners, and then I blended it up. And I have laced underneath all over my lid up to my brow bone, and I think that's just, I think it worked out really well. I was able to blend the black in without mixing the colors and muddling everything together. I'm really digging it. I do have another one being delivered. There's another one called Oil Slick, which is sold out everywhere I could find it. So I actually went to Butter London's site and I ordered it, but it is not going to be here until next Tuesday. Once I get that, if I remember, I will do a video and show you guys what it looks like. And my last favorite for the month is actually Murad. It's their acne spot treatment. Now, I know this is kind of a weird thing to put up. I never have faith in spot treatments. I never do. They never work. But I was at Ulta, I guess a month ago. I guess it's been about a month now. And they had this little kit on sale. It was supposed to be an acne treatment kit. And I get really severe breakouts once a month. You can guess for yourself why. But I get these really bad breakouts about once a month. And they're absolutely atrocious. So what I try to do is I try to get ahead of it. And I try to head it off before it even happens. So I saw this kit and I thought, oh, well, that's not too bad. It was $34. And I want to say there was a cleanser, there was a lotion, there was the spot treatment, and then there was one other item in there. And I thought, okay, well, for $34, that's not bad. Everything was in really super small containers. I've already used it completely except for the spot treatment. I probably will not be buying that kit again. Okay, it worked. It was great, but I don't know. I just kind of scoff at spending that much money when there is grocery store stuff that I can buy that's just as good and works really well, except for the spot treatment. I love this thing. I love this spot treatment. Let me explain to you guys how wonderful this was. Part of my breakout, and it happens every single month, and it has happened every single month since I was a teenager. The right side of my nose breaks out like you wouldn't believe. It's like it just turns into a pimple factory on the right hand side of my nose. It is hideous. I've got acne scars on that side of my nose. I've got a really wonderful concealer, but I've got horrible scarring over there. It looks like chopped meat because it's been doing this since I was a teenager. And they're huge, and they're red, and they hurt. They hurt so bad. Well, last month, I had one of those happen. I had this real big pimple, and I mean, it was big, and it was red, and it hurt. And it took over the entire right-hand side of my nose. Like, so big and so red that it actually deformed my nose. Like, you couldn't, like, there was no definition on that side of my nose. And I was like, I'm going to try this. This is the first time I tried this. And I said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do it. Before I went to bed, I dabbed just a little bit on, just dotted it on the side. Sighed really loudly, and then I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, and that sucker was gone. I mean, gone. Gone. That's never happened before. I have never in my life found any product that actually did what it said it was going to do. This did it! I swear by it. I am going to buy a vat of it and just dip my head in it. That's how I'm going to handle that. And that was my monthly favorites for September. I will have another one at the end of October, beginning of November, or sometime in the middle of November. The way things are going, probably the middle of November. But that was my monthly favorites. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I do try to make at least one video every week. Trying to make 2. Not succeeding just yet, but we're still trying. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!